the fun and competition of gaming, but in person, which maybe used to be the original art. It's a lost art that we've reclaimed. I'm excited that we have gotten back to being across the table from one another in a both fun and competitive way. I'm of the firm conviction that cell phones and social media are the new cigarettes, and that we should respond accordingly.
It's unfortunate. A lot of people do that, thinking that it's a high priority. Every little contact being made to them is more urgent than the conversation they're having or the work they're doing.
I think people being addicted to their phones is definitely is real. I mean, I know a couple of times in my adult life I've been without my phone, and it feels like a piece of me is missing. And it's really easy to be in a room with friends and family, and to, instead of engaging and being social, you are on your phone and you're just kind of distancing yourself, and maybe not in a hateful manner, but maybe it's just like, man, you gotta just, it's just what you do, you play on your phone. So I definitely think you can be addicted to your phone if you're not careful.
The purpose of board games is a constructive way to have fun. It's something, be it cards or a game or even something on the TV. It's something in a way to interact with each other, where there's some type of competition going on. There's a little bit of skill with the game, the one-up to the person you're playing with, maybe. That's your basic game.
I think for me, the purpose of board games is to get together and hang out with some friends or family. I know our family is very big on doing board games on the holidays, and that's one of my favorite things that I look forward to. And I love to get some friends together and play board games. And so I think having that ability to get together, not over a screen and not having to go out and spend money to go do something wild. It's just, I mean, you come over, you hang out, and you just play together. Like
when I was in graduate school, we would take breaks from studying in the library by playing various kind of light-hearted, fun card and board games. We were all around a table anyway, so we'd get out of the books and into a board game.
When I was in Oklahoma State in 2015, some friends on the floor were like, "Hey, you want to play Catan?" And I was like, "Okay, I don't know what it is, but sure." We played it, and I got hooked. I went out a week or two later, bought my own version of Catan, and I've been playing board games since then. I mean, I played some as a child, but it was like Monopoly and stuff. But I've been playing other like Catan, Dominion, Munchkin, love Munchkin, those type of games, because I mean, it's just, there's so much to do.
I'd say besides just something to pass the time of day with family, friends, or something like that, for me, I think it was in the hopes of encouraging my kids to want to play games. So I would try to encourage them to play games with me in the hopes that that would inspire them to go on and play games the way they want to, other than just your simple childhood games such as Sorry and Monopoly.
We had just started playing Munchkin, and in Munchkin, it's like there's not like official alliances, but there's a lot of like, hey, will you help me achieve this objective? And there was an objective I needed help for, and I had pledged to help him in return, and I didn't. So I betrayed him, and it ended up costing him the game. But it was so out of character for me to betray him that he was like hurt beyond the game, because I'm just not a guy that typically betrays. And so that was the first time that he literally didn't answer a phone call for a week, and it took us 2 weeks to get back together because he was so upset. And
when I was at my bachelor party and we were playing board games, and there was almost a fist fight between a couple of my friends, because we were playing Munchkin and I was being a jerk, playing a level 1 thief, which basically means I was just taking everyone's stuff, and I was making everyone upset. And through that, some other things popped off, and there was almost a fist fight. It was pretty bad.
My most interesting experience in playing a game has been when I played Catan with my son David and his wife Allie. I've learned in playing with them that they play at a whole different level, almost cutthroat in the viciousness of intrigue, of how they will manipulate the pieces on the board and They don't hurt you, but they don't help you either.
So I think that tables bring people together. We eat meals at tables. I think there's like a spiritual and theological importance to tables. That people sit at them. They're fed by tables, and so I think the overflow, in the same way that a meal together around a table is really important, I think the idea of gameplay, competition, team, objectives like that around a table is really important to me as well.
I think board games, it's a great opportunity as a family to sit and just spend some time with each other. I think it's so easy now to come home and just watch TV and watch a movie, and everyone's just kind of sitting quietly, or everyone's playing quietly on their phone. And when you're playing board games, I mean, your true self is going to come out. Like me, I'm a competitive person, and so I want to win. And a lot of times I'm playing board games, I have to check myself, like, oh, it's just a game. Like, I don't need to get that upset. And so I think it helps like bond. It helps create that communication. And if anything, it just creates memories. It's just a fun time, create memories.
Board games are a conduit more than anything else. It's a way to, instead of watching TV, you're more interacting with those around you, either be it family or friends. There's a little skill involved, of course, but the idea is just to have a good time, not to win or lose. At least I don't really care about winning or losing so much as playing the game right, learning how to play it well, helping a younger person learn to play better, and having a good time in the end. That's what it's all about.